Okay, here we go. Today you're in for a treat because we're doing a double update today. The reason for that is because I noticed that my last recording I did, I had my camera settings set on really low quality, and which was actually good for someone who's, getting older and falling apart. You don't want to look like hell. It hides a multitude of sins. A blurry camera hides a multitude of sins out there. So, anyways, this is just a quick report to mention that I went and got my flu shot. I get one every year. This year was a little bit different though, because my apprehension and outlook on it was a little bit different than it has been in years past. The reason for that is last year I had a slight reaction to the flu shot. I've gotten one every year for 20 years. I've never had any reaction at all other than sore arm. But last year, I guess about 3 days later, three or 4 days after I got the shot, I woke up one morning and I noticed that when I was walking, I was shuffling my feet. They were dragging across the floor, and I thought, oh man, sometimes I get sciatica and the back goes and it affects one leg but not both, and this was kind of weird. Like I was losing some strength and slight, I don't know if you want to call it coordination in my legs, and it got progressively worse as the days went by, to the point where I'd get up in the morning and I literally would become like kind of pigeon-toed. I instead of walking like this, I was like this and dragging my feet, kind of weird. Oh my goodness, I think I'm having a reaction to the flu shot. And this went on for 3-4 days, and then I thought, you know what, I gotta go see the doctor about this. I think I'm having a reaction to the flu vaccine, which I believe was a quadrivalent last year. And then so the next day I was just going to get up and go in, but I noticed that my symptoms weren't quite as bad. They were improving, and so I kept working out, riding my bike, doing the power tower routine. I got a power tower thing where I do dips and I pull ups and chin ups, and I can kind of hang there and stretch the back out a little bit and all that kind of stuff. And so I worked with that, and I just kept working out, walking a couple of miles in the morning, and riding the bike in the evenings, afternoons, and it got better. Then it just went away. So knowing what happened last year, which was a kind of a freak occurrence for me, I was a little bit nervous this year going in, but I still think it's better to be safe with the flu shot, with the flu vaccine, than not, because I've had the flu before, man. It is wicked. So I don't want to go through that again. So having said that, this year was a trivalent vaccine, I believe. It wasn't the quadrivalent, but there was a couple of similar vaccine dosages in there. One was the Yamagata, and the other one was a Hong Kong, or maybe even the Hawaii. So I don't know. One of those might have triggered something. I got a feeling it's that Yamagata, because the Yamagata got me last year, I think. But maybe I'll have a better response to it, having had it. My system's been introduced to it once already, so we'll see. I'll keep if anything happens here, I'll chime in with a report and give an update. One way or the other, whether it's good or whether it's starting to look bad. Then I don't want to go through that though. Let's give a test here and see if this sucker will change on the fly. There we go. Yeah, very good. That's working really good. That's nice. Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, the purple. The purple is nice. Purple's always nice, isn't it? That's really quite nice. The purple. Um, Nice young lady gave me the flu shot. I think it was the same. I guess she's a nurse that I had the last couple of years. Very nice. That's the first one there. We hadn't even opened the doors yet. They open the doors and they say, "Oh, what are you here for?" "I'm here for a flu shot." "All right, have a seat." Sat down. They called me in, shot me, and now here I am. I'm back. Speaking of vaccinations, I had 2 Pfizer vaccines back in March and April. So I'm thinking I might be due for a booster, because once a month I do trek right through the center of a homeless shelter. I'm required to enter into a homeless facility. And I mean, I've got beds on my left and right. There's people. One dude last time was in there, was kind of like in the bed, all kind of messed up looking, and I'm like, trying to hold my breath as I walk through there, like, man, because I got to go in there and read a water meter. So, based upon that, having to expose myself, and I never know with my job if I'm going to have to, respond to an emergency, and it takes me to some place where there's an infestation of COVID, right? You never know if you're going to be near an infestation, and so I want to be prepared. And yeah, I'm thinking that maybe I should probably get the booster. Yeah. So if I do, I'll do that probably the first week of November. Because I got to go to jury duty in December. They sent me a jury summons. Now, granted, it's the prime time that you would want to have to go to jury duty. It's the Christmas week, December 20th. Okay, so week of December 20th, I have to report for jury duty. That's where you call in and you wait to see if they need you, and then you go in. So it's primo prime. I mean, my chances of going have been whittled down to, very, very unlikely due to the fact that I'm going in at that time. Now, having said that, I got the darn notification like 3 months ago. So it's like 6 months out. It's like, dude, 6 months from now, your butt will be going to jury duty. Mark that on your calendar, hang it on the tree of woe, and just contemplate that and wait for the date to approach. So I'm waiting, I'm contemplating it. And so I'm thinking, well, I better get the booster before I go in. So I'm thinking November would be a good time to get a booster, just in case some major crime spree takes place and I'm required to report. I don't want to report. I mean, I just got done. I didn't report, but I just got done dealing with jury duty, I think I made some videos about it, and now here I am again. I'm going back. Same place. Right on, huh? I even asked this one dude, the dude out here that does the cologne there, Jeremy Fragrance is his name. It's a great name for scents. If you're peddling, purveyor of masculine scents. SCENTS. I asked him what would be a good cologne to wear to jury duty. I don't think he's responded to that yet, so I'll have to come up with my own. I may go with a Stetson cologne, or I'm thinking a Stetson. If I do have to report, a Stetson would be good. You're not allowed to bring liquid in there, so I won't be able to bring a bottle of it with me for refreshing. But if I kind of douse mine bod with it before I go, it'll be good. I'll have a nice lengthy scent, aroma to give off when I'm in there. So right on. I don't think I mentioned the jury duty or anything to do with cologne on this channel before. So here it is. I've just now established it on this channel, the Swarthos YouTube channel, the official Swarthos YouTube channel. Okay, well, I'm gonna put this away now. While I was talking in here, I heard some messages come in on my phone, so I'm gonna go see what those are. Plus, I suddenly feel myself growing fatigued. As Khan would say, I feel myself growing fatigued. Right on. Okay, Swarthos out.